Are you interested in purchasing a Medicare supplement policy and want to make sure you aren't denied coverage? Hi, I'm Jared with Carlin Financial Group. For the best retirement information and to help make sure you don't outlive your money, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified of our new videos. If you want to purchase a Medigap or Medicare supplement insurance policy, in my opinion, and according to Medicare.gov, there is a best time to do that. And that time is during your Medicare supplement or Medigap open enrollment period. If you're familiar with Medicare, you are probably aware that there are several different possible enrollment periods available depending upon what you're trying to accomplish. But this enrollment period occurs only one time and cannot be changed or repeated. It begins automatically the first month that you have effective Medicare Part B medical insurance and you're age 65 or older, and it lasts for 6 months. So if you turned 65 in December and enrolled in Medicare Part B at that time, your Medigap open enrollment period would last until the end of May the following year. During that time, you can buy any Medigap policy sold in your state, even if you have health problems. You'll also generally get better prices and have more choices among policies. After this enrollment period, you may not be able to buy a Medigap policy. And if you are able to buy one, it may cost more due to past or present health problems. Now that's because Medigap insurance companies are generally allowed to use medical underwriting before accepting your application and determining how much you should pay. That means that they're allowed to ask you qualifying medical questions and review your medical history to determine if you're a risk that they're willing to accept. During your open enrollment period, insurers are not allowed to ask you any medical questions. They can't charge you more than people in good health or deny you coverage. It's important to note that technically speaking, this is not the same as your guaranteed issue right. Once outside of your initial 6-month Medigap open enrollment period, you will have to go through underwriting unless you qualify for a guaranteed issue right. These rights, also called Medigap Protections, mean that if you qualify, a Medigap insurer must sell you a Medigap policy, though they're not required to make all plan options available. The plans available to you can vary based on your situation, your initial Medicare eligibility date, and your state of residence. For instance, plans C and F are no longer available to people who are new to Medicare on or after January 1st of 2020. In the case of guaranteed issue, the insurers must cover all pre-existing health conditions and can't charge you more for a policy because of your past or even present health problems. So, when might this apply and what events can make you qualify? In most cases, this guaranteed issue right will be triggered when you have other health coverage that changes in some way or goes away altogether. So let's take a look at some examples that would qualify you to purchase a Medigap plan outside of your initial enrollment period using a guaranteed issue right to avoid medical questions and underwriting. First, if you have original Medicare and an employer or union group health plan, including COBRA coverage, and that plan is ending. Second, if you are currently in a Medicare Advantage plan, but that plan stops providing care in your area or you move outside of the service area. Third, you have a Medicare Select policy and you move outside of the service area. Now, most of these, outside of you relocating, are triggered by something outside of your control. Other things outside of your control that could lead to a guaranteed issue right is if you lose your current Medigap policy through no fault of your own. Say if the insurer were to go bankrupt and you lose coverage. Or you leave a Medicare Advantage plan or Medigap policy because the company you are with misled you or they're not following the rules. The only other opportunities that are within your control would be if you use what is known as your trial right. Let's say you decided to try a Medicare Advantage or Part C plan or a program of all-inclusive care for the elderly or PACE program when first eligible for Part A at age 65. And within the first year, you want to switch to original Medicare and add a supplement. This would be within your trial right period. Additionally, if you dropped a Medigap policy to join an Advantage plan for the first time, and you've been in the plan for less than a year, you can switch back to your original policy with the original insurer as long as that company still offers it. If they don't, then you can buy a plan from any other insurer in your state. Typically speaking, you have up to 63 calendar days from the end of your current coverage to exercise your guaranteed issue right to purchase a new Medigap policy, though in some certain circumstances your rights may last for 12 months. Also, in many of the instances I described, you can apply for your new Medigap policy as early as 60 calendar days before the date your coverage will end. Now remember, these are all federal rules, and some states have additional protections, so you'll want to check out what other options you may have depending on where you live. Thanks for spending a bit of time with me today, and I hope I helped you learn a little bit more about how you can get a Medigap policy without having to answer health questions. If you found value in this video, make sure to share it and give it a like, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any future tips. And as always, live today, plan for tomorrow.